Intro to Soil Health Part 2, Agriculture. In this video, we will talk about how agriculture is both necessary for human survival, but also unsustainable as currently practiced, the history and consequences of agriculture, and our need to adopt better management practices. Agriculture, as practiced collectively on the planet today, has detrimental effects on our environment, climate, and human health. Trends show that on our current trajectory, within this century, we will not be able to support our growing population. Agricultural impacts on natural ecosystems will negatively affect their ability to provide essential human ecosystem services, for example, seafood, climate regulation, recreation, and nutrient cycling. The size of our current population and future population projections demand agriculture as a necessity to produce sufficient food, feed, and fiber. We can improve our agricultural management practices in ways that benefit the planet and humans, and with improvements in efficiency, we can meet the nutritional demands of our growing population as well. Healthy soil is essential for human survival. Soil is essential to human life. Not only is it vital for providing most of the world's food, it plays a critical role in ensuring water quality and availability, supports a vast array of non-food products and benefits, including mitigation of climate change, and affects biodiversity, important for ecological resilience. These roles make soil essential to modern life. Thus, it is imperative that everyone, city dwellers, farmers, and ranchers, landowners, and rural citizens alike, take responsibility for caring for and investing in our soils. This was a statement from the Executive Summary of the State and Future of U.S. Soils from December 2016. Agriculture currently occupies about 40% of the world's land. Agriculture is responsible for 1/4 of the greenhouse gas emissions that humans produce. Clearing more forests and other ecosystems to make way for agriculture would release large stores of carbon into the atmosphere, countering efforts to reduce fossil fuel emissions. So we need to grow more food on existing agricultural lands while cutting emissions. And this will require a major shift in farming practices worldwide and rapid advances in technology. The growth of agriculture has greatly contributed to the rise of civilizations, from when humans started cultivating crops approximately 11,500 years ago to the introduction of machinery in the 1700s. The expansion of tillage in the 1850s, the use of gas and electricity to power machinery in the 1950s, to the widespread use of chemical pest control and synthetic fertilizers in the 1800s. Tillage, in addition to other conventional agricultural practices, is an example of an ancient practice that we are moving away from as we adopt no-till and reduced tillage practices. And agriculture has had many consequences. Settled land ownership versus nomadic hunter-gatherer lifestyle, which has led to habitat loss and land degradation. Soil degradation, including tillage, followed by land abandonment and more clearing of natural areas. Population growth that has led to dependence on agriculture. Overgrazing and reduced water quality due to livestock mismanagement. Rise in infectious diseases contracted from domesticated animals. Drastic increase in fossil fuel emissions. Negative human and environmental health effects from pesticide use. Reduced nutritional value of crops with simplified synthetic NPK fertilizers. Excess nutrients from synthetic fertilizers in waterways as in eutrophication. And societal inequity and conflict, such as racial inequality, land ownership, and fears of resource scarcity. Healthy soil means good management. Agriculture has relied on trial and error through time, and methods and technology continue to advance. We now face the challenges of feeding the largest human population to ever exist on the planet, while at the same time facing our most pressing climate and environmental challenges. Today, we have vast and varied sources of knowledge to grow from, as well as advanced technological capability. Good management requires a holistic approach, balancing social, human health, environmental, and economic factors. And we'll end with a quote from George Washington Carver. The farmer whose soil produces less every year is unkind to it in some way. That is, he is not doing to it what he should. He is robbing it of some substance it must have, and he becomes, therefore, a soil robber rather than a progressive farmer.